50日後に金積もりになるからある50日目じゃない、18日目。はい、ミュートというか新しいデバイスがちょっとしっかり設定されてなかったということで、サクッと終わらせていきます。今日ははい、カチッといこうぜ。パッとクリアして私はお風呂に入るのです。おい、お前なんだその勢いは。どこで身につけたんだ。マグロ並みの勢い。いいですよ。はい、ジャンプ。そうです。もうね、今日は歌って歌ったのでね、さっとクリアして終わらせたいんだぞ。スボジ。
Thanks for coming with me on this trip. I'll understand if you have to take a break at any point. Just find a safe place to stop.
よいしょ。
Don't worry, I'll save your progress always, even your mistakes.
ダメか。リハーサルでもね、かなり歌ったので。
This game is a homage to a free game that came out in 2002 titled Sexy Hiking. The author of that game was Jazor, a mysterious Czech designer who was known at the time as the father of B games. And B games are rough assemblages of found objects. Designers slap them together very quickly and freely, and they're often too rough and unfriendly to gain the following. They're built more for the joy of building them than as polished products. In a certain way, Sexy Hiking is the perfect embodiment of the game. It's built almost entirely out of found and recycled parts, and it's one of the most unusual and unfriendly games of its time. In it, your task is simply to drag yourself up a mountain with a hammer. And that act of climbing, in the digital world or in real life, has certain essential properties that give the game its flavor. No amount of forward progress is guaranteed. Some cliffs are too sheer, and the player is constantly, unremittingly in danger of falling and losing everything.
でもあれね、ケイちゃんの確かな演奏能力があるという信頼のもと。あ、ミスりすぎ。
prod and you poke at it, exploring the limits of your reach and your strength, trying to find a way up and over.
なんか引っかかりが
There's a sense of truth in that lack of compromise.
微妙いんだよな。
Most obstacles in video game worlds are fake.
なんかトラックパッドモードとかオンにした方がいいのかな。
Once you have the correct method or the correct equipment or
なんかやたらとうまくいかないんだよね。
In that sense, every
VSY なんちゃらってなんだっけこれ。
pixelated obstacle in Sexy Hiking is real. The obstacles in Sexy Hiking are unyielding, and that makes the game uniquely frustrating. But I'm not sure Jazzuo intended to make a frustrating game.
これは関係ないな。
Frustration is just essential to the act of climbing, and it's authentic to the process
トラックパッドモード説あるな。
of building a game about climbing.A funny thing happened to me as I was building this mountain. I'd have an idea for a new obstacle, and I'd build it, test it, and it would usually turn out to be unreasonably hard.
全然トラックパッドモードじゃない説あるな。
But I couldn't bring myself to make it easier. It already felt like my inability to get past the new obstacle was my fault as a
なんでだ
player rather than as a builder.Imaginary mountains build
なんか慣れてないような気がしているだけ。早く寝たいんですけど。
That turns those mountains into something real. When you're building a video game world, you're building with ideas. And that can be like working with quickset cement. You mold your ideas into a
そういえば今日ちょっとアーク餌やりがてらログインして次回のねいろいろが楽になるようにと思って次回はアークねワイバーンのブリーディングから始めて拠点とかを強化したいなと思ってたんですけどブリーディング一体やってみたんですよ裏で
Because the objects
ち
in
ゃ
the
んとうま
stores
くい
are
くんだったら
trash.
配信でちゃんと
I
し
don't
たの
mean they
やろ
look
うと思っ
bad
て。
or that they're badly made, although a lot of
そ
them
した
are.
ら試作品1号
I mean
が
they're
ブリーディン
trash
グ
in
う
the
ま
way
くいっ
that
たの
food
で
becomes
多分
trash
ね
as
でき
soon
る。
as you put it in the sink.
クリスタル
Things
が
are
なく
made
て
to
も
be consumed and used in a certain context. And once the moment is gone,
あー
they transform into
も
garbage. In the context of technology,
うワイバンブ
those
リーディング
moments
普
pass
通にい
by
け
in
そうだわ。
seconds. Over time, we've poured more and more refuse into this vast digital landfill that we call the internet. It now vastly outnumbers and outweighs the things that are fresh and untainted and unused.
なんか
When everything
ね
around us is
ト
cultural
ロピカル
trash,
ワイバーン
trash
はあんま
becomes
りい
the
ないん
new
だけ
medium,
ど
the lingua franca
ブラッ
of the
ドワイ
digital
バーン
age.
は結構高レベルがいて150のオスと
But only
145
trash
の
culture,
メスを捕
B
まえられた
games,
から
B movies.
でメレーもね高い個体のねオスが手に入ったから
Maybe this is what digital culture is. A
ブラッ
monstrous
ドはね
mountain
な
of
んとかなり
trash,
そう
the
なんだよ
ash heap
ね
of creativity's fountain. A landfill with everything we
ど
ever
うして
thought
も
of
ねトロピカルの高レベルがいないから移動
and
がきつい
unsorted. There's 3D models of breakfast, Gen X's fanfic novels, scan magazines, green screen Shia LaBeouf, banned snuff scenes on Live Leak. Facebook's got life
まあ明日は
with
悪じゃないと思う
unbranded
けど
adverts and candid shots of Kanye and Taylor Swift mashups, car crash epic failed gifs, Russian dashcam vids, discussions of McRibs, discarded, forgotten, unrecycled, muddled, rotten,
明日何
untitled.
の配信しようかな
Everything's fresh for about 6 seconds until some newer thing beckons and we hit refresh.
あでも
And
移
there's
動
years
ね
of persevering,
移動
disappearing
は
into
ね
the pile,
なんか
out
ね
of style,
速度上がんないっ
out of
ぽいんだ
sight.
よねワイバーンブリーディングしても
In this context, it's tempting to make
さすがに
fanfic
メレーとかは
content
20%
that's
ボー
gentle,
ナスかかって
that
た
lets
け
you
ど
churn through it but not earn it. Why make something demanding if it just gets piled up in the landfill, filed in with the bland things? When games were new, they wanted a lot from you. Daunting you, taunting you, resetting and delaying you. Players played stoically.
まあ
Now
今回
everyone's
のアー
turned
クは
off
ね
by
アーク
that.
だけやってく
They
な
want to
んか
burn
も
through
う
it
アークアークアーク
quickly.
みたい
Quick
に
fix for the fickle, some
はなら
tricks
ない
for
予
the
定な
clicks
の
of
で
the feckless.
まったりやってく
But
か
that's
な
not
多
you.
分
You're an acrobat. You could swallow a baseball bat. Now I know, most likely you're watching this on YouTube or Twitch, while some dude with 10 million views does it for you, like a baby bird being fed chewed up food. That's culture too.
マジでうまくいかん
But on the off chance that you're playing this, what I'm saying is,
最近こ
trash
こ
is
ちょっと不調なんだよな
but maybe it doesn't have to be approachable. What's the feeling like? Are you stressed? I guess you don't hate it if you got this far, feeling frustrated. It's underrated. An orange is sweet, juicy fruit locked inside
まあ
a bitter.
PC 戻ってきたしちょっと
That's not
FPS
how
や
I
ってもいいん
feel
だけ
about
ど
a
ね
challenge.
久々に
I only want the bitterness. It's coffee. It's grapefruit. It's licorice. It feels like we're closer now. Composer and climber, designer and user. You could have refused, but you didn't. There was something in you that was hidden, that chose to continue. It means a lot to me that you've come this far, endured this much. Every wisecrack, every insensitivity, every setback you've forgiven me is a kingly gift that you've given me.
あとポケダンなポケダ
We
ン
have
どう
the
しよう
same
かな
taste,
ちょこっ
you
と
and
だけ
I.
進めたんだけど
It's not ambition. It's ambition's
おーい
opposite.
そこヘビだぞーい
An obdurate mission to taste defeat. You'll feel bad
レ
if
ベリ
you
ング
win,
必要になる
so
か
I put this
な
snake in for you.
エペックス結構やってないなよいしょはいこのやり方も慣れてきたな
Have you thought about who you are in this? Are you the man in the pot, Diogenes? Are you his hand? Are you the top of his hammer? I think not. Where your hand moves, the hammer may not follow, nor the man, nor the man's hand. In this you're his will, his intent, the embodied resolve.
あエペッ
in
ク
his
スまだ不
ideal
調な
self.
の
Now, You've conquered the ice cliff, the platforms, the church, and the rectory. The living
なんか
room,
サーバーの
and the
調子悪いっ
factory,
て話は聞いたけど。
the playground, the construction site, the granite rocks, and the lakeside. You've learned to hike.
ミスったな。
There's no way left to go but up. And in a moment, I'll shut up. But let me say, I'm glad you came.
あ、ポケダン別にレベル気にしなくていいのか。
I dedicate this game to you.
一旦ポケダン
You
クリア
came
する。
this far. I give it to you with all my
あり
love.
といえばあり。これ落ちてくるパターンだな。ここずっと調子悪いね、結構エペックス。じゃあまあ明日の配信はまたツイートします。ちょっと午前中は行かなきゃいけないところがあったりもするので、そちらに行きつつかな。よろしくお願いします。スパチャは明日の枠でまとめて読みます。ではまた次回だ。